Yes, yes, people, welcome back to Where the Owl Sleeps Monday evening again. So it's the Parliament. Again, first things first, all the housekeeping, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Also, this week, go to We Are Flying the Wall Perspective as well. Me and Samir joined that gang last Saturday. Video's gone out today. Pretty explosive chat for the in studio pod there. So go and check it out. But people, how's everybody going? Jack, you first. How's it going, mate? You good?
Yeah, classic Bolton 1 Wanderers strikes again on Saturday. So, yeah, good.
Fair enough, fair enough. The winners in the team this week. Starting with you, late Callum Wilson winner. How you feeling?
Yeah, I've sobered up. My voice is back. I'm clearly getting over the heat stroke. As you can see, I'm the same shade as my shirt in the background.
Yeah, Jesus.
It was a good day. It was a good day.
Fair enough. Good stuff, good stuff. And Samir, you won against someone, don't know who, but you this weekend as well.
Yeah, of course you don't know who. But I cared more about the West Ham result than I did my own.
That's just shameless.
It wasn't a good game to watch. So
it was a horrible game to watch. And I'm going to stick by what I called you in the post game. Your team are like packing robots.
Yes.
Like there is no, they can't go outside of the lines at any point between the lines. It's just mad. It's paint by numbers. It's horrifically boring, man.
I've been telling you for weeks now, and probably months maybe. Like it's been like that every single game I've watched Arsenal. It's been like that every game. It's just so hard to watch. You find yourself looking at your phone more than you're actually watching the game now. Like, and that never used to be Arsenal. My eyes used to always be glued. And the only reason I'm looking at the phone is because there's absolutely nothing happening on our side of the game, that is. But like, yeah, it's horrible to watch. But at the same time, it's what we've been doing all season pretty much is, play shit football, but getting the 3 points. So at the end of the day, you're happy with the 3 points because obviously you wanna win the league title, but it's just so horrible to watch, man. It is honestly horrible to watch.
Fair enough. We won't talk too much on Arsenal this week, though, because we've got a few bits to get into. I want to start with the National League final day of the season, the big showdown. We spoke about it briefly beforehand. We had York on 107 points, Rochdale on 105. It was York versus Rochdale at Rochdale last game of the season. And boy, you couldn't have written it. It was like a Hollywood script the whole way through. The atmosphere was buzzing. Stadium was going off. The songs didn't stop all day long. And boy, did it deliver. I know, to me, you was the only one that didn't tune in, right? Am I?
Yeah, I didn't. I just saw the results from the group chat. And it was
I
was just as good.
I was predisposed, emptying Hackney of its lager resources.
Okay. So
I watched extended highlights.
Mate, I celebrated 2 goals of 2 different teams with neither of who I support. That's just how good it was. That's how good the ending of the game was. But I know Jack watched it from start to finish as well. So we'll go.
Not to finish, did I?
Oh yeah.
Not to finish.
No way.
I had to pick my miss up from the airport, and I was like, "This isn't." What was never going to happen has already happened. So what's never going to happen is never going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So then when I seen ping, 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 I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Do you know what that's like? The Marvel films that have that little snippet that's in the middle of the credits. Jack got up and left as soon as the credits rolled. He was like, "You missed a bit."
Yeah, you missed the last.
Oh, it's like when they do the extra credit. Yeah, but it's amazing, isn't it? Because like. Rochdale's, quite close to me, and they're definitely bigger than a lot of those National League teams, without doubt, and a lot of League Two teams for that matter. So, I did want them to go up, and even my mate, Norwegian guy living in Hungary, he messaged me before my stream showed the first goal. Saying like, can you fucking scenes gonna go down with 107 points, 50 emojis, And then, probably 7 minutes, still 7 minutes, isn't it? Which is a very long time, I think, probably after that the goal goes in.
But there was only 6 minutes.
Psychologically.
Am I wrong by saying there was only 6 minutes added on?
Yeah, no, but you got to put the context on it, Samir. So basically, like I'll go through a little bit of time. Like the game was a pretty good game as it was. There was chances both ways.
There was, yeah.
Couple of one-on-ones. Like I say, the atmosphere was buzzing. But for the moment it got like properly real, was on 67. Yeah, a guy called Ian Henderson comes on for Rochdale. He's like their legend of legends. He is the legend when it comes to Rochdale. Yeah. And both me and Jack messaged each other and was like, it's written. This guy's going to score the winner. Rochdale are going to win it. And off we go. And then the game carries on. There's still a few chances here and there. In the 95th minute, he doesn't score the goal, but he delivers one of the best assists you could likely see.
Was that the 95th?
It was the 95th minute. So there was 96 minutes. There was 6 minutes added on time given. 95th minute, he gets it, does a little turn outside of the boot, glides in a beautiful little cross onto the head of Emmanuel. I'm going to call him Emmanuel because I'm going to butcher his surname if I try and pronounce it. Who heads it home, and it erupts. The stadium goes bonkers. There's fans on the pitch. There's coaching staff are on the pitch. It's absolutely mental. So at this point, messages flying back and forth. Ping, 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 ping. Everybody's going, oh my God, what a goal. How have they done
just on Henderson, though, Mitch. Just on Henderson, yeah. He's in his second stint back there. They re-signed him at 37 4 years ago for a one-season deal. And 4 years later at 41, he's still there. So like that's how like fucking mad it is that he's there. Like they re-signed him for 1 year, saying he's 37, we're not stupid. And 3 years after that 1 year, he's still there at 41. Sorry, Mitch.
No, carry on. That's great context to add to it as well. So yeah, all of that said, that's the Hollywood moment. All of the Rochdale coaching staff are stood on the sideline in their blocks, ready to sprint on when the final whistle goes. I'm guessing all the fans were the same. It takes ages to clear the pitch. Yeah, match restarts. It must be 101, something like that. The match restarts. So there still is about 90 seconds to a minute to play. They start playing that. York go on attack. Ball comes across. Goalie makes a decent save. Cross comes in. Headed back across goal, and Josh Stones at the far post comes steaming in, hits one from the first angle. Can't see if it's gone in. Looks like it's handball. Referee blows his whistle. Goal given. The complete reverse. All of the York fans on the pitch, the coaching staff, the lot, everybody goes on, and it just goes bonkers again. I'm sat there, I've jumped up, going mad again. Texted everybody, and I'm trying to see replays. I'm like, has that even gone in? That's a brave ref to give that in that situation, and he did. And I still haven't seen a replay that's conclusive, to be honest. I don't know if anybody else has. It looks like he should be given a pen and send someone off, but I haven't seen a conclusive replay that said it's it.
He blows the whistle as well, doesn't
he? Yeah. He fully gives it very quick as well. And I've always said when you're sure, the whistle goes pretty soon. If he didn't even give it any real full time, he's right, that's in. Gave it.
Right. I'll have to look about this while we're talking.
When I looked at it first time, I was like, wait a minute. Because I even put it in the group. I was like, hold up. Is that actually over the line? If the keeper
blocks it, if the keeper's the one that blocked it and it bounces out, I'd say that was in because his arms were well past the line. But
I think it was a player. It went there.
I think it's there's a dude. There's someone on the line. I think it hits the player on the line, and it looks like he sort of does that. And then sort of puts his hands behind his back like he's handballed it. So I thought he's given a pen. And now they gave the goal. So it goes bonkers again. And yeah, it's just pure madness.
Everyone seems to think that the Premier League is the big draw in British football. Like football supporters abroad, they're shocked such a tiny little island has four such competitive leagues. And that was our fifth league.
Yeah.
That's not even part of EFL. That is the football league. Like,
it's just amazing. And like like we say so many things, like especially in the Prem, that gets you down, you get fed up with it. Then real football like this, in our little country, it's just fucking brilliant.
One of the best comments I saw post match was, "At least we get a couple more games of Henderson." Because he's I think as well what even made it even better, I'm pretty sure that would have been 450 and out, bang on 450 appearances. So it's now just written that he scores at Wembley, but I mean they should just smash anyone in the playoffs. But I mean, as I even put in our chat, didn't I, that the playoffs is just ridiculous, isn't it?
Even this picture just tells me he didn't go in.
It's this guy. So I think it's the number. I think he's 38. The guy that's closest to the post here. I'm pretty sure that's the guy that blocks it.
Yeah, but still, it kind of tells me this did not go in for some reason. I don't know. That picture just tells me everything.
And it's just madness. I couldn't believe it was literally like the first goal was like it was like the perfect end to a Hollywood movie if you're Henderson. And then it just like Jack said, the impossible's happened. Like surely the super, double, triple, quadruple impossible cannot happen as well. And it just did. It's like it was ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, me and Stock missed out, man.
No. I was all right. I got to watch it all back, so I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I meant live in a moment. I think we would.
Oh yeah, without that, it's what
we would have gone crazy.
It's what you do for in football.
Pause to keep it going.
You know what? If anything, it was a shame it was on the Zone and not enough of the country got to see it. Like obviously,
yeah, true.
The Zone.
I don't know how TNT lost out on that. TNT used to have that. I don't know how they lost out on non-league.
There was actually, I did actually see a lot of tweets of people saying that I'm trying to buy this, because they did actually used to do pay-per-view. And they removed it, but they probably had no idea that they were going to get a game fall like this all season.
Yeah.
But as I say, I wanted Rochdale to win, not because of the hatred in me of York.
I was going to say it.
But York getting if they had, I mean, it's still just as brutal on Rochdale, of course. But York striker, I think Ollie Pearce, he's got like 34 goals or 35 goals, something like that. Rochdale kept him pretty quiet as well, which is a large percentage of the battle in the game. But I just want to say well done to York for being on the slam. They were still on the piss at 10:30 on Sunday from the game finishing about 3 p.m. on the Saturday. So not only that, they were actually still in their kits.
Fabulous effort.
So I saw people messaging saying, getting concerned now. Can you send me their table up with spoons and I'll send some Right Guard or other deodorants for them. But yeah, still, and by all accounts, looking at the tweets over the weekend, York City's Twitter admin also. And York City's out. Basically, everyone was on the piss. The owner wasn't like, guys, let's calm down. The owner was like, let's fucking smoke some people on Twitter for a laugh. Yeah. And then York's admin's like, yeah, sorry, I've already got us locked out of my account. You're gonna have to do it from your official personal fucking account. So he's just like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
I think the best one was where it said, "We dickhead."
Yeah, I know, brilliant.
Yeah.
Just it, absolutely brilliant. It's actually so like inoffensive. It's really offensive. It's so inoffensive. It's really offensive. It's like it's just so not such a nothing thing. You'd prefer him to be like overly aggressive going for you, wouldn't you? Rather than horrible. It'd be interesting for York. I mean, what an away day, York City. Thank you very much. All the crap places you got to go to in League Two. Yeah, York's a dream.
Yeah.
Well, all the places you got to go in the country. Sorry, let alone just in League Two. But yeah, York is York's brilliant, but we did touch upon the psychological aspect, though, didn't we? A few weeks ago. Not just about playoffs, but just about in general, and how obviously they will get the best sports psychologists. They will get the best psychologists. We know the money that's in it. At top levels of football, but if Rochdale didn't win the playoffs, that is going to affect you for a long time, for a very, very, very long time. Like if they are, even despite how good they've been and despite how they are comfortably better, if they win the playoffs, they've really deserved it because their manager must be having to pick them up off the floor.
Yeah. 100%. How do you recover from that? Like you've literally everybody's gassed out celebrating, and then all of a sudden that happens in the 103rd minute or whatever it was.
You'd probably be in Spain at 10:30 the next morning, fucking drowning your sorrows, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you can't come back.
Yeah, I'd be out longer than fucking York.
Yeah.
I'd be out longer than York. I just think it's I think it's genuinely tough. So the no one at Rochdale spoke to the media. No one. So the Manchester radio, because I listened to part of it on the radio as well, and that they were saying that just no one spoke to the media afterwards. And then also, York do that to you at home ground, and then one of York's players just smacks out one of your fans as well, just drops him clean, doesn't he, on the pitch? Have you seen that video?
No,
I haven't seen that. I've seen one of the goalkeeper from Spain doing it this weekend.
No, one of York's players has done it as well.
Oh, wow.
It's actually a really lovely dig. So, I mean, like, just everything's just coming up Trump for and bangs him out. One dig, right, that's still on the pitch. Someone was on, he just chins him.
Well, after their equaliser?
Yeah, and then York have sobered up today, and their post about it, they've not even really gone in on it. They've said, like, I think we should, when anything does come to light, let's just think about the facts. That's wrong on the pitch. Like, they've not condemned him at all. Zero condemning. But yeah, I've seen a video of it. So someone's caught it, and it's
fabulous.
Yeah, and then York probably going to come out and say like, oh yeah, we did one of those punch-in tests, and he came 38th out the club, so he is like he's even hit a 1 in a million dig as well, that day. So, it's class. It's good, but I wouldn't mind the York City away day. That'd be nice. That
could be a decent day out. That one.
Let's hope off the back of this, the National League gets a bit more publicity, a bit more finance and sponsorship down there.
They are getting.
I was going to say that
3 places for promotion, aren't they?
Yeah. That's been going for years, isn't it? Because I remember when it was just 1 from the Vauxhall Conference up to the old. 3 places. It's good. And it's just more competitive football in this country. We just can't get enough of it.
Yeah. Oh, so it's not been implemented yet? Sorry, I thought it had. I know that some of the clubs had put some money behind it because they'd even got their own marketing agency. So maybe I thought the FA were on board with it, but maybe they're not. But I think they need it. I mean, you look at bottom of league. I was looking at the bottom of League 2 table yesterday, and you just think, do you give a shit? Like if I am 23rd or if I'm 22nd out of 24 in League 2, do I really care if I'm going to go in the National League? Like realistically, do I really care? You're probably going to finish in the top 10 in the National League just almost by turning up with anywhere near your squad detail. But not actually I say that again, but every team at Altrincham, that's actually my local club. I think they were the last team to go fully professional in the National League. God, I hope there's no National League wizards listening to this podcast because someone's going to fucking have their pants down with all these lies, aren't they? Oops. But yeah, there isn't that much difference between. I'd actually say that the top of because a lot of national league teams and have gone into League Two have done really well in recent years, haven't they?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Last
yes,
4 or
it's
5
completely
years.
flipped because before that it was like a bit of a yo-yo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But look what it takes you to get promoted, though.
Yeah, you just got to get.
Look at what it takes you to get promoted. So
100+ points.
Yeah, 110 points.
Or 2 teams. 2 teams.
If York City keep together, their squad nucleus, what situation are they going to be afraid of next year?
Yeah,
not to be too dramatic. What situation are they going to be panicking and sweating about last year? I mean, you're going to feel untouchable for months upon months, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%.
In my classic fashion, they'll lose fucking 4-0 to Swindon on August the 13th, won't they, or something? Well, actually, no. Sorry, on the subject of Swindon, you seen how badly they fucked it?
No, I haven't, to be fair.
They've been in the top 6 all year and they dropped out on the weekend.
Oh my god, that is mad.
Is that Ian Holloway down there as well?
Ian Holloway, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Apparently, he's lost loads. People are really not liking him either. He's lost a lot of his charm, and quite clearly the fucking players.
Yeah,
they dropped out. It's either on the weekend or just before it, maybe a few days before. But yeah, August to April, top 6. That is so savage, isn't it?
That is brutal. Yeah, absolutely brutal.
That dude a Walsall round here.
Yeah.
Not bad. I'm not predicting them next season, am I? So yeah.
Yeah, Samir's got them nailed on.
To be fair, there's like I went through it Saturday morning because I tried to release a short video of the permutations throughout the leagues and I couldn't get it below like 8 minutes because there's so much. There's literally so much stuff going on.
There is.
I had a quick brief through the early games, and then in the Championship, obviously you got the Coventry are up, Leicester and Sheffield Wednesday were down at the time, but then everything else, there's so much going on.
Yeah,
like you had teams that needed 1 point, but they're playing a team that needed 3 points to stay up, and I was looking through all the permutations of who needed to do what, and I think the Championship was the closest one, but League One and League Two was silly as well. Like I don't even think. I think before anything kicked off in League One, 7 teams could go down and no one was already relegated or something like that. There were still 7 teams in a relegation fight, and no one had already been relegated. I was just like, "What is this?"
Yeah, 2 games ago.
League One is mad. I mean, Bradford are 5th on 74 points, and they could go. Because Bradford who are 5th and Stevenage who are 6th. Bradford have got goal difference of 6, and Stevenage have a goal difference of 2.
What happened to Luton?
Oh wow!
Luton drew.
Luton play Bolton away on Saturday, so Luton are in 7th on 71 points, but goal difference of 11. So there's your point. On them, isn't it, at this stage of the season? And Plymouth are on 70 points, and they've got goal difference of 11 as well. So,
just insane.
It
is, yeah. So it could, in all probability, end up very, 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 very close. We're on 75 now. Stockport 74, Bradford 74, and Stevenage 72. But like everyone's now looking at. Obviously, everyone does that at the last game of the season. But Bradford, who are 5th on 74, they play 21st Exeter, who need to win.
Yeah.
Away, and no one. Don't care how you travel down in what style. Exeter's a fucking long schlep. It's a fucking long schlep.
Yeah. I badly need Bradford to win because Orient are only just above on 20th, 2 points. Exeter.
Yeah, that was it in League One. It was there's 3 teams relegated, and it was 6 teams going into one spot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Potentially 6 could have gone down, and there was only 1 spot left.
So those 2 teams, those two teams you just named in 20th and 21st,
Mm.
Leyton Orient 20th.
Mm.
Where's Leyton Orient striker in the top goal scorers list?
Top, isn't he?
Oh,
First.
Yeah, first.
Exeter 21st. Theirs is second. The top goal
It's
scorer.
bullshit. How the hell? This is
Don Ballard.
together.
Don Ballard and Wareham are waking up going, I could get top goal scorer and we could get relegated.
You're relegated. That's horrible.
So,
That is
so
bonkers.
Don Ballard's 3 goals ahead, right? So obviously it's very likely that he's going to win it.
Yeah.
He could genuinely get top goal scorer and go down. Now, I bet that does not happen very often.
No, never. I don't think to that
That's
point.
crazy.
I'd be very, very surprised if it's happened before.
And also, it could just be down to Orient and Exeter because Peterborough got a game in hand and they play against Mansfield during midweek.
Yeah.
So,
But Leyton Orient, though, you've got a minus 12 goal difference.
yeah, they've been at home to Burton on the last day.
That should be a win.
So you'd imagine, yeah, that'll
that should be a win.
be a win, yeah. But yeah, first and second. I mean, I was only saying it the other day about the goal scorers, wasn't I? And then now it's ended up that but essentially you've got a 2-club shootout for the final relegation place and a 2-club shootout, 2-player shootout for top goal scorer in the league.
Yeah,
because Kyle Wootton, who's plays for Stockport, he's 4 goals behind, and if he wins it, he deserves it because he's currently playing fucking centre back. So he managed to score 4 before the end of the season. Then fair play to him.
Yeah, he's had a mad one if he does that.
Yeah, across all leagues, it's quite busy at the moment, isn't it? Going into the last games of the week.
Premier League's the blandest, isn't it?
Whoa!
Yeah,
But the Championship. That was actually hurting my head. The Championship one. Obviously, it doesn't help that you've got Southampton Ipswich tomorrow. That made me feel a little less stupid when I was like, why can't I work this out yet? But I think if I'm right, James, I don't know how much prep you did in it, but I think if Southampton beat Ipswich, there is 1 point between 4 clubs going for second place.
So you have Ipswich and Millwall on 80, and then Middlesbrough and Southampton on 79.
Totally.
So you think about it, right? Southampton, drew 2-2 to Bristol City the other week, yeah, and it was still on a great run. You win that, it was all in Southampton's hands because Ipswich have fallen twice, haven't they?
There's mad goal differences at the moment as well. So Ipswich are plus 30.
that's crazy.
Millwall 13. Middlesbrough 15. Southampton 22.
So Southampton win 3-0. That would put them on 25, and Ipswich would still be on 27 then.
Yeah.
Because
if Southampton win 3-0, that puts Southampton on 27 and Ipswich on 27.
Why? I thought Southampton were on 22.
No, they're on 24.
Oh shit! Right, so a 3-0 puts them both on 27.
Yeah, 24 levels. I mean, 3-0 levels it out.
I thought Stock said 22.
No, it's 20.
I can't remember which ones I said. I was also it's on the table I'm looking at. It doesn't give you goal difference. I had to work it out, so I don't trust it.
Yeah, definitely 24.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
but that's bonkers. The team below that are Wrexham, who are on plus 4.
Yeah,
and then there's no double figures pluses throughout the
but it's Hull and Wrexham for that shootout in it. And what's Hull's goal difference?
Derby are in there. Derby are in there.
Wait, one more spot still to fight for.
No, so it's Derby are on 69, Hull are on 70, and Wrexham are on 70.
And who's above that?
That's to get 6th, right?
Yeah, to get the last playoff spot. Yeah.
And what's the goal differences there?
So Wrexham have 4, Hull have 3, Derby have 9.
Oh shit!
Right. So right.
Just look at the
Hockey now.
Yeah. Derby at home to Sheffield United, Hull at home to Norwich.
Ooh.
And Norwich are just below them 3 teams we've spoken about. Who have Wrexham got? They're at home to Middlesbrough.
Oh,
Middlesbrough want to win,
Oh.
try and get second.
oh no! This don't sound good at all.
What I would like to say at the beginning of the season, when everybody on Sky Sports was sucking off Wrexham, the Owls hate club was in full effect behind. We hope these fuckers don't do anything. So if they lose that playoff spot on the last day, we will be delighted in the club of hate we create over here.
And who do Wrexham play? Middlesbrough. Yeah. It's fucking. That's like, how has that fallen? So that's at Wrexham, right? Middlesbrough at Wrexham.
Yeah, it's at Wrexham.
But Millwall
I see Wrexham nicking that one. You know, I can't lie.
Millwall have got Oxford.
Yeah.
At home.
Southampton have got Preston away. Who's the last?
Doesn't matter for the Saints at the moment, though, does it?
Ipswich got
That's everybody involved.
Yeah, Ipswich are at home to QPR. The last
So Ipswich, basically, to summarise this now, Ipswich just have to win either of their last 2 games. They have 2 games left. They win either of them games, they are promoted. I think that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, but Southampton would not fight. There's no way.
Because the goal difference is way higher than Millwall's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is, yeah.
So right now, the dreams that I wanted at the start of the season are Wrexham fucking it, alive. Southampton going up in autos, alive. I actually want Ipswich to go up in autos, alive. Millwall getting promoted, alive.
Yeah.
How has that possibly happened that all 4 of my dreams are still attainable?
I need West Ham to stay in Millwall. At the same time, I don't like it. No.
That's it. We're going to get an AM kickoff if that happens. We said it here.
AM.
We're talking 6 a.m. Please, we'll not let the fixture go ahead. I don't know if any of you have frequented the Queen Elizabeth Park in Stratford, but there are lots and lots of places for people to get hired, dragged through, and beaten to a bloody pulp. It would literally be a war zone.
It would be a war zone, especially in the Premier League. Like
honestly, I don't think there's enough Met Police in London.
I mean, it's a dangerous place.
I mean, if you're an Aussie Millwall fan, you're fucking buzzing, aren't you? You're just having a nice 8 p.m. kickoff. You'll be able to sing a few beers, watch the game, and then, all your games are going to basically be on at 8 p.m. your time.
Speaking of the Champo, did anyone watch Coventry at the weekend?
Yeah.
They done it in style, but I thought the best bit was Lampard taking his speech a little bit too seriously, and every time the Coventry fans started singing, he was like, no, please, I want to finish, and it went on so long, Sky cut him off and went to a break.
Looks a great atmosphere there, didn't it?
Yeah, do you know what, I take the piss out of him, but he's done incredibly well, because he he got in loads and loads of players after like last year's disappointment, losing to Sunderland, and they were like much better in both games, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
So
massively like that.
Yeah, it's good to take the piss out of him from a West Ham point of view, but you got to give him all the credit in the world. 25 years and they're back in the big time. They're probably having a good old party as well. Still.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I seen rumours linking Lampard with Chelsea, and you just
leave that out.
He's too smart for that.
I mean, Curtis Davies was trying. Curtis Davies means that he ain't short of a few quid. Like, surely you don't need to go Chelsea for that dough.
No. Hell no.
And I would like to say I was paraphrasing, but ultimately he did actually say he don't need to go for the dough, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I just think, I'd really not like him to go. I think he should have a good crack at it. I think Coventry will do well. I think we'll do all right. They've had a very good style this year, and some of their players are fucking good, right? So if they actually keep that together, but now comes the harsh part, doesn't it? When you'll see he's been at the club 8 years and they finally get promoted, and it's like, See ya. Thanks very much, but bye.
It will be interesting to see. I think they'll be buoyed a lot by how some of the promoted teams have done this season as well. They've given it a good go and they've actually made it work a little bit better than previous seasons.
Yeah, they have. By the way, I don't know if you gentlemen have got it on, but Man United have gone 2-1. But this has been a
They should be
cracking
losing
football.
fucking
It's
4-2.
Yeah, Thiago's having an absolute western, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, cracking game. A lot of good saves as well.
Bruno Fernandes on 19 assists. I think
That's the record, isn't it? Now?
20. I think it said 22. Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne and Henry are on 20, and Fernandes has got 19.
Yeah.
So 1-1 to go.
Mm-hmm.
Fair play. Right, rolling into the next thing. I want to have a little chat about VAR because the last few weeks we're starting to see some very mad decisions that it's kind of what do VAR look at, what don't they look at, what are they meant to be looking at? Because even this week, the Championship has rejected having VAR drop down into that league. So they're still seeing the light. But then you look at some of the decisions over the last few weeks, like you've got the Gabriel one against Man City last week, Martinez, the hair pull, and then you see a similar thing with Calvert-Lewin again on Cucurella yesterday and nothing happens. Like the inconsistencies are just getting a little bit frustrating. I think it's a good tool, but I think we're using it horribly at the minute. And like on them two things, like the Gabriel one, you're kind of encouraging players to overact and dramatize the contact just to get the red card. And the inconsistency between the two hair pulls is just dumb. Like I don't get what they're getting at with what they're doing at the minute. It just seems very confused the way they're trying to piece together what they're doing with VAR. What do people think on it?
Well, I'm glad it's not in the Championship straight off the bat. That would be my initial reaction on it.
That's why they've got such good football around there. But, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen a lot of hair pulling in the last few years, and they've all not like been like red cards or even yellow cards offence. So I don't know. I don't know if there's rules on hair pulling, but I'm going back to I think it was Cucurella again against Spurs. I think it was like 2 seasons ago. It was hair pulling there, and that weren't really looked at. So yeah, I don't know. I need to see the rules on hair pulling because for me that's extreme. It's probably worse than a headbutt. But
not quite worse than a headbutt.
I don't see the trouble with it.
I'm just exaggerating. But like I think a hair pull is kind of extreme, especially when someone's got long hair, like and you're just like dragging on that person to like it's almost like pulling someone's shirt as well. I think that's almost an offense to extent. But obviously, the hair pulling is more. But yeah, I don't think it's looked at as much with the hair pulling. Even on VAR, I always say, listen, with VAR, if you're caught in 4K, like you're not getting away with anything.
Yeah. Well, they are
pulling on another man's hair. And you're watching.
But that's kind of the point of why I wanted to bring it up because people are still getting away with mad stuff.
Yeah.
So perfect examples. West Ham's game at the weekend. So I was there, so didn't have the best view of the two incidents. Obviously, Everton supporters and to a larger extent Tottenham supporters are going mad about the Fernandes penalty.
Yeah.
So they're backing up into him, and he sticks his hands up around him and knocks the ball.
That's not good. I've not even seen it. I've not even seen it.
You look at it and you go, we're a bit fortunate to get away with that. But then in the first half, Pickford comes rushing out of the goal to make a save, and he jumps on Tatty's ankle. It stands over him, like berating him to get up when he just cleans him out around the ankle, and it's like pretty much a dangerous tackle. He got looked at for about 10 seconds, and they went no. When really a penalty, he's lucky to stay on the pitch because all right, they'll say he made the save, but without a doubt, it's reckless play. But the Fernandes one, I believe they didn't even look at.
Oh, they gave it.
Like the ref didn't look at it. It didn't get looked at, and I don't understand what they're doing. Like I know they got slated for a little while for being too involved, but are they now going to the extreme the other way
It's not been.
to try and keep their heads down? And they're like, well, why do we go through this fast? And as I've always said, certain teams get their decisions looked at a lot longer than others.
I wouldn't agree. Agree with that. I've seen some quick ones in almost every.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I'm not saying certain teams always get lot, but I would. It'd be an interesting thing to find out. Obviously, I'm not going to do it. Maybe if we say it enough, some sad git at the Athletic would do it because they love pumping out a piece with useless stats. But yeah, it would be interesting to see because it feels like certain clubs get decisions a lot longer looked at, don't they? It's like or one of their players will go down and be injured or something. So it's like the fourth official was like sort of tapping his legs in the room, going, "Oh well, while they're on the floor, we might as well look at something 74 times till we can find an offence."
Yeah,
I would like.
I think it's being misused poorly by people that are white. Well, they're clearly not very good refs, or they'd be on the park on a Saturday, wouldn't they?
Yeah. With Mitch, what do you think about the Nick Pope one?
What the one this weekend? I think they got it right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so too. I think Arteta was complaining, saying it was a red. I didn't jump off of the seat and be like, yeah, that's a red card.
Yeah,
But is that now more likely to be a red card with these things that are brought in, or not?
Why? What things are being brought in that
Like
changing?
when we looked at like the aren't they like increasing? I hate the fucking saying threshold, but like aren't they meant to be increasing like what could be a goal scoring opportunity?
No, I don't think this would fall into it because what they're changing on that is you don't have to be the player through on goal. You could be in a position where you're running in, say you're 1 of 5 attacking 2 defenders and someone then pulls you back on the halfway line. They could say, because you've got 5 players outnumbering there too, that's now a goal scoring opportunity. Rather than this one was slightly different because it was very wide. Nick Pope made a mistake, but I think Thiaw
there's quite a few numbers.
Was potentially going to get back. But this is basically it. This is the decision here.
Yeah, Thiaw's in.
And Thiaw's in a good spot. But then you could also argue from the flip side,
if he's gone around him, he's going to open goal.
Regardless, the goalkeeper's not in the goal. Yeah. So is that a goal scoring opportunity instantly, regardless of where the ball's going? Yeah. Because the goalie's not in the goal. Thiaw can't use his hand. So if Gyökeres gets there first, it's a goal scoring opportunity.
For me, it's like pulling a man's shirt back. In that sense, it's like, when a guy's clearly going off and you just give that little tug, the shirt, and you get a yellow card for that. I think it's almost what Nick Pope has done there. Like I said, if Thiaw went there, I think obviously it's a clear. Yeah, for me, there it's just like it's just one of them little yellow cards you get from like a pullback.
But then, do you know what? In that situation there, I think people would still be having half the discussion. If that was a defender doing that to Gyökeres, you'd still be sort of half having the discussion. And that's off the basis of a goalie being in the goal.
Yeah.
So with the goalie not being there, you could then sort of roll into the point of it actually being a red card.
Goalie's in the goal, Charles in this position, and Nick Pope is a defender. Yeah, you ain't arguing with that. I don't think you can say anything about it. That's a yellow. Yeah, of course.
I think it's still a debatable.
Nowhere near last man. And I don't think that's a big talking point.
Please enlighten me. What was Nick Pope doing out there anyway?
So the long balls come over and he's come out. His starting position was great, to be fair. And he's gone to clear it, but just completely missed it. Similar to the Liverpool one that he got sent off for last season.
Okay.
Starting position's good. He's easily going to get there first. And he just Nick Poped it. He literally completely missed it, slid towards Gyökeres and sort of started trying to get up and then just sort of dove in front of him and knocked him over.
Yeah, that would make him because obviously I haven't watched it in moving pictures. Makes him sound more guilty because the context would make it look even worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think the thing that sort of saved him is the movement towards Gyökeres was already there.
Yeah.
He didn't deviate. He just sort of carried on sliding and leant slightly as he went to get up.
Yeah, a momentum issue.
Yeah. But it's horrendous goalkeeping.
Yeah. But I think going back to the point of VAR, you could probably see the same decision next weekend and they'll send the keeper off.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
Do you reckon it's time they got VAR specific officials instead of just keep rotating them?
I'm thinking that, but that would be
rotating them
terrible.
round?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
think that would
that'd be
only
terrible.
work for a certain period of time because they just become friendly again, don't they? And they just become another team, another part of the team that the refs deal with.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one to manage because regardless of whoever you put in that spot, at some point they'll become friends with the ref, and you'll be getting similar decisions. I think.
Is it not kind of easy to get someone to say, you know what, this happened last week, so no, like you can't do it this week?
We're gonna have like a sixth official.
Yeah, like you know what?
We're short on referees as it is in the
Yeah.
country.
No, but then there'll be some geek going, no, but it's not the same because he's 3 yards further out than this player was, so it makes the context slightly different and all of that nonsense, rather than it just being.
But this is kind of the problem, yeah, with the hair pulling thing, right? I think very much kind of like you said, Samir. You know, my rule in life is just don't get caught. And when you do get caught, come to Jackie and we'll find a solution. But ideally, don't get caught.
Yeah.
The FA can't come out and say pulling hair is okay, can they? That's the problem. They can't come out and say pulling hair is okay. Now they'll never have to come out and say pulling someone back when they're through a goal is okay because everyone knows it's not.
Yeah.
And then it becomes quite subjective. The issue with the hair pulling is they can't say you're not allowed to pull someone's hair, can they? Because as soon as they say, yeah, you can pull someone's hair, people will fucking, you know, stock should be worth 20 million. You'll be able to get a fucking, you'll be able to get a move in January.
Everyone loves Gorilla.
Just to make sure
I thought my season,
back.
I thought my career was dead. I've got 3 years now. Probably 2 at this years.
You want to go through that headache? Get your hair pulled and then get away with it.
But like,
some people pay for that, Samir.
That's the issue, innit? Is that they can't come out and say you can pull someone's hair. We all know it's fucking ridiculous. We all know if someone runs past you and you fucking pull the Booker T locks and drag them back, like, and they end up horizontal, like it's not right, is it?
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's not right. And yes, you could actually say it's fucking dangerous, yeah. But that's the problem. They can't come out and say it's fine. So it will just stupid stuff like that will just keep happening.
Yeah.
So
every day look at it and think that, you know what, there's not really that many people with long hair in the league. So all right, I'm only gonna get it from 1 or 2. Like from the top of my head, I can only think of 2. That's Cucurella and like.
What do you mean you can only think of 2?
I can only think of 2 right now. Like from the top of my head, I can only think of 2. Because if you think about it, it is a big issue. Like
there's more than 2 players in the Premier League with full on fucking dreadlocks. How can you only think of 2 players?
I could right now. I can only think of 2 players.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
No
one's gonna yank at Haaland's, are they? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Haaland. Yeah.
No one's gonna fucking yank Haaland's hair. Yeah, more likely to grab on fucking Cucurella's, which I get. I'd fucking do it from here if I could right now. But
like his hair's tied up, so. Like I'm talking about loose. Like you're thinking loose hair right now.
No, but haven't like Semenyo and Iwobi got full dreadlocks?
I don't know about
like, full on dreadlocks.
Iwobi's not too long. Semenyo's I'm sure is kind of tied up as well. But I'm talking loose hair. Like it's flying everywhere. You could just pull that shit and then there on the floor. Haaland's tied up.
Yeah, but Calvert-Lewin's was tied up when it got pulled the other day.
Yeah, he was just untying it. That's what I was saying. Like, but obviously, look, yeah, we ain't got no love. I ain't got no love for refs. Yeah, they're all fucking schnarfs, and they always will be. But thank you, I appreciate what you do. And we wouldn't have a game without you, etc., 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 etc. But even they must be sat around a table, and one of them's got to go. Have we got to tell people not to pull hair? You're like. Do we really have to be saying to people?
Yeah.
And then
someone's the question, 100%.
And then someone's going to go, well, we are still checking boot studs, aren't we? We may as well just fucking throw it in when we're doing that. Like, you know, we've not stopped doing that. Let's just what's adding don't pull someone's hair in. Like,
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
just type of questions they're asking each other. I agree. I can only imagine they're sitting around the table asking that exact question. Like, do we really want to put it out there? Like, come on.
Mike Dean's like, not my fucking problem.
Not my problem. He's on Saturday flipping Soccer Saturday every week.
Is that why refs don't really go for it? You got like Mike Dean, Dermot
O'Leary,
Mike Riley, David Ellery, lot of all these.
They're loving every time it happens. They're loving it. That's a shame.
Did anyone see that this Tottenham one as well in the Tottenham Wolves game where they were asking for a red in that?
No,
because I heard people slating that a bit as well.
Who was it?
Why wasn't that looked at? And there was a Wolves tackle on a Spurs player. I've been trying to find it whilst we've been talking, but I can't.
No, I don't think I've seen it. I think I saw a pen shout, but I don't think I've seen. Red.
Like I've seen stills of it, and I'm like, well, you know, when you want to see something in real motion, but there was a big hoo-ha about that not being given as a red.
Tottenham fans are desperate right now, though. They just need anything. They're just looking for anything to grab hold of to give them a little bit more of a glimmer of hope.
Yeah. Which is understandable.
Yeah, of course it's understandable, but at the end of the day, in relegation battles, you don't get given glimmers of hope. You just go and dig until you find your way out.
Nah, you just shut up and take the relegation.
I thought I found a video of it, and then it's just like the worst video I've ever seen. Bloody hell. But yeah. Looks like he got crunched, and some people were saying he won the ball. Like, the first thing I saw of it was the two Pratts on Talksport, which made me think, yeah, maybe it weren't a red if they're talking about it.
Who? Yeah. Condi and...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But why we're having a little dabble down there, Stocks? How are you feeling about the relegation battle at the minute?
I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Like Saturday was stressful because sort of Everton equalised, then Tottenham was winning, then Everton equalised, and the whole ground just literally slumped in their seats.
Yeah.
Luckily, we got away with it. It's just going to keep. Honestly, it's going to keep toing and throwing. Also,
who scored, Stocks? Sorry.
Big Callum Wilson.
Who scored the winner again? Who saved you?
Remember, I said I would make full apologies on 15 goals this season. He's nowhere near, so he can fuck up.
Come on.
How many has he scored?
This is worth 15 goals right now.
Like 5.
That winner is worth 15 goals.
I'll tell you, and this is just...
He scored 6, though, to be fair.
He scored 6.
5. Oh, this bit.
He scored 6 in 1,000 minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah, lucky.
It showed the mark of the man that he was interviewed for Match of the Day afterwards, and they said, "Oh, Nuno still had his arms crossed when you scored." He went, "Oh yeah, that's probably because I scored it." Like, oh, fucking cunt! You fucking scored the winner. Just you still got to get a dig in.
Yeah, but why was his arms crossed?
Maybe there was shit going on behind the scenes and stuff.
A last minute goal and your arms are still crossed. It has to be because of who he scored. I'm joking. Nah, he's always calm in a sense.
Yeah, he did. He took it kind of well, because when you look at his body shape, it was like he just wanted to put it in the roof of the net, but he passed it into the floor and it bounced up. But yeah, I think this relegation battle is going to keep toing and throwing.
I think you've got a big weekend coming up.
Yeah, so who have we got? We got Brentford away.
Yeah. Who
have done excellently, but are not great. I don't know. It's like another one of these. I don't think they're particularly standout, but they do really well. On their day, they can just absolutely mug you off, but you still feel you can get at them. I mean, I hope Thiago carries on playing like this. He's like Bambi on ice tonight.
Well, I was going to say, mate, if you're anything like me, mate, if I was watching this, I'd be like, I just know that the first 3 times he touches the ball, it's going to go off his shin, arse, and elbow.
I did.
I'm triple captain Thiago this weekend. Sorry, Stocks. I don't know what I'm sorry. That probably actually does you a favour.
Yeah, it does me a favour. Don't
Yeah,
tri-
it does.
don't triple captain Mavropanos. That's all I'm asking.
Won't be doing
I
that.
think it's going to keep to a fry. Also, I'm not counting out Forest yet because they've got like a Europa League semi-final against Villa.
Yeah.
I think
So
Villa who played Tottenham this weekend as well.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
between you, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds right now, there's a gap, man.
I think
I to the point where I don't even think they're in a relegation battle anymore. It's between you and Spurs.
nah.
No, you can't say that because Arsenal. All it needs is this weekend for all three teams to win again.
How many points? It's like 6 points.
It's not. It's 3 points
From Nottingham Forest and
from Nottingham Forest to West Ham. It's 3 points.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you looking at it now?
And Nottingham Forest are away to Chelsea.
It's only 3 points. I thought they were gone.
No.
No, because where was you look?
Maybe
Forest
you know what? Nottingham Forest are so not gone
Yeah.
that I'm looking 2 places above and thinking, if we don't win another game this season, could we get it?
Wait a minute.
Like, am I actually going to have to start worrying about this? Because this is becoming a bit of a problem right now.
No, mate.
Wait a minute.
You've got Brighton. You've got
Yeah.
Brighton. Then you've got Forest. Then you've got West Ham. So if you actually don't get 3 points this weekend, you are a little bit in trouble,
It's
right?
tetchy, isn't it? It's getting a bit tetchy.
Speaking of the
But
relegation,
then you'd also need Spurs to
Newcastle.
get eight points between
Yeah.
now and then.
Yeah, Newcastle, they're not getting in that.
in other points in the relegation battle, I was at Mitch's on Friday and we watched Sunderland Nottingham Forest, one of the most disgraceful performances ever from Sunderland.
Yeah.
That was fucking horrendous.
You're on holiday, man. Let them live. They're not battling for relegation.
Nah, that's pathetic.
They're done. They're done for this.
No, honestly, flip flops. They were playing in concrete blocks. That was dreadful.
Stocks. We were
telling
playing Generation Football. Yeah. And I think there'd been 4 goals before we'd finished our first game.
No.
Seriously, like it was like there'd been 4 goals, and my mate was like, "Has anyone said Mbappe?" I'm like, "Lad, we're struggling. We've not even said Mbappe, and there's been 4 goals. Like, how fucking long have we been playing this round?" Obviously, Mbappe is one of France's highest goal scorers. I was like, "Fuck's sake!" I was in 6th Street Tavern, Mitch. You know that pub near me, and fucking Sunderland fans come in. Yeah, it looked fucking hanging. I wanted to bang them out straight away, to be honest. Fucking 3 of them with this bird, and sat down in front of us. And my mates went, "Knobheads," and I went, "Smell it a mile off, knobheads." One was in a vest, so straight off, I was just like, "He's never going to come." He could have walked up to me and said, "Hi, I'm a Bolton player."
He was like the fucking Lord Mayor. He was the Lord Mayor of Sunderland in a vest, wasn't he?
Yeah, like, no, not coming back from this. Oh, mate. And then one of them was going to the toilet, and he was just like, he went, he was kind of funny. He went, "Fuck's sake!" And the mate was like, "What?" If you just seen it, he went, "No, the worst thing is because his TV's downstairs. I've seen it on there, and I'm up here." so he walked out the toilet, seen it in that. So it's not like usually you come up the stairs and you go, "For fuck's sake!" He drove straight out of the toilet, seen it, then had to walk up, and then it's everywhere again. Like, yeah, and then my mate was winding up, and he was like, "It's about time you fucked off in it, boys." And then the 5th one went in, and he went, "Yep," and he just all went straight out.
They were dreadful. I was hoping maybe if they get a draw, keep Forest in the mix. But these are European games. Like this semi-final's got reach into the Premier League, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. Have you seen the thing that's come out this week about the European places as well?
No, what's that?
A lot of clubs across the continent now are looking to push the what do you call them? Associated parties being in the same competition. So clubs owned by the same entity, not being in Europe. So a lot of clubs across Europe are going for it now because they're looking at England that have got the extra spot. You've got teams like Everton, Chelsea, Forest, Brighton, Leeds, all of these teams. I think Leeds are probably out of it now because they're out of the FA Cup. City, Palace, all of these teams that are owned by another club that could potentially be in the same competition.
Yeah.
And they're pushing for it for them to be removed, so there's another spot up for grabs.
So we're gonna have that same Crystal Palace headache again.
With Leon, yeah.
Yeah,
gosh.
it's going to be a similar thing because all of them clubs, their owners own someone else. Like Leeds is Rangers, I think. Brighton's is Hearts, and the Belgian club. Palace's we already know Olympiacos. I mean, Forest's we all know Olympiacos. Same with Chelsea and Strasbourg, but Everton and Roma have technically got the same owners as well.
Oh my days! Who knew that?
So
Wow.
mad.
Crazy.
I had absolutely no idea on that.
No idea about that one. And
I'll be honest, James. It sounds like a stat I would say. So I'm just not going to believe you.
It was an article on the BBC that I read it from.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I haven't plucked it out of thin air. My mate Dow Johnson, who I've referred to many a time when talking about VAR decisions.
Yeah. What did he say about this weekend's ones? Yeah, that'd be quite mad, wouldn't it?
It would be crazy.
But you know what's bad? If they enforce that, them owners drop the European clubs because they make more money. They've got more chance of making money in the Premier League ones.
Some of them will, though.
Do they though?
But like the mad Greek guy at Forest isn't dropping his
own club, his own team.
There's no way he's dropping Olympiacos over Forest.
But imagine if he pulled out of Forest. I bet you they're paying big wages.
Oh yeah.
Like mental wages.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Well, the thing on it is that the quality would drop, wouldn't it? The quality of football would drop because whoever then has to take over that Belgian club or that another club. I mean, because I'm pretty sure if these owners had people not banging down their fucking door saying, "Hi, please let us buy this club off you," they'd be like, "Yeah, okay."
Also,
because I actually bet you've got more chance of making money out of a team like Olympiacos than you do Forest. Yeah, you'll have considerably more income, obviously, but Olympiacos, you've got that 1 in every 5 season chance of getting a 25-30 million pound sale, haven't you? You know, because you've got more chance of taking that risk with the player. And like if you own someone like Shakhtar Donetsk,
you get out for it and more.
No, but like,
but what's a 30 million sale to Forest?
Yeah.
What now? We're talking maybe 60 with what's his name? Elliot Anderson, Gibbs White. That's another.
Yeah, 60 for Elliot Anderson. Yeah, they paid 35, so they made 25 million.
For him.
Oh, okay.
When you go to like Olympiacos and like Jack was saying, Shakhtar Donetsk, they can go to Brazil, buy some random kid for 600 grand, sell him for 60 mil, and they've made basically 60 mil.
Yeah, I hear what you mean. Yeah, I hear that.
And they can do it over and over and over and over again. And the players are going to stand out more because it's a weaker league across the board. They could sign some random striker from Brazil who scores 40 goals and sell him on for 50 mil.
I'm saying 60 as like a fair, like I'm looking at my point of view, but they could stretch it to 100. They could.
You know, absolutely they could, yeah.
But
so that's a bit of profit. Whoa, yeah, Nottingham Forest could do some numbers with Gibbs White as well.
But are UEFA going to be happy to have less English teams where they get good ads and sponsorship
viewerships as well?
Like it all goes into the mix. Like again, it's another football story that's going to all go down to a pan note. But it's not going to be much about sporting integrity. Well, they're trying to make it about sporting integrity, but it'll go down to money, wouldn't it?
True.
Do you know what would be class, right? Do you know what would be fucking class? Is that all these teams have got to play each other.
Yeah.
Right? So Forest, you've got Olympiacos and whatever.
Yeah, two-legged tie.
Finger in.
Yeah, one of you's allowed in. Yeah.
But
and then like these ones that are like City Group, like we own part of New York. Well, they can fucking get in the tournament. They win. They get your fucking European place.
Man City were like, yeah, you get a European place, but you also get 116 charges.
Yeah.
You get all.
Lefty Sophia in fucking in New Jersey. Yeah. Right, then fucking they think the gangbang is until fucking Yaroslav Warsaw turn up. Yeah. No, but what are they saying then? So they have to go to the head honcho and say, right, all your 3 teams are in. Which one's getting booted out? Well, which one are you taking forward?
I don't even think they get a choice. I think they both just get removed.
What? None of them are allowed to be.
Yeah, I don't think any of the associated teams can be in the tournament. I think they just remove them all.
Fucking hell, West Ham can make Europe next season.
That's always been the case.
Isn't that what happened? It's either that or they switch them around in competitions. And if you can't switch them around in competitions, you move them like they move down in competition. So if they're in the Conference League and there's nowhere for them to move to, they're just out of Europe, both teams.
I know City don't own them, but are they not like associated with them? That's Spanish.
Yeah, it's like they're called City Group.
Yeah, but that's the same as the Everton Roma thing. That's the same as the Everton Roma thing. It's owned by a group, but they're technically owned by 2 separate people. All of that is being looked into.
Yeah, but Everton,
Oh my God.
and this team faced each other in the Champions League.
Everton and who? What?
No, Man City and that Spanish team that they
Corona.
They faced each other in the Champions League and then bought Savinho the season after, bought him back or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, then, and Strasbourg are just fucking Chelsea have just loaned Strasbourg's manager for 3 months.
Basically, yeah.
Give him back, man. Yeah, he was enjoying his.
What is going on with Igor Thiago today?
He was offside. To be fair, but
he's miles offside, but
doesn't even make contact with the header.
Nah, do you know what? It's that bad. He doesn't make it with his head or his shoulder because you know when some strikers go for the header, it comes off their shoulders. They run off like they're Alan Shearer.
Terrible that one.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even on the flip side, you feel like some of these clubs might win either way. So, like, say UEFA go, actually, we're going to go away from that. It doesn't matter about the related party ownership and all of that. And then these clubs just go, kapow, right, we've got a deal lined up. Someone who owns another club has just bought us off the back of knowing now that it doesn't make any difference.
I'm slightly leaning towards that way of, you know what, who gives a fuck, man? Just let everyone fucking play, man. Fuck it. I don't care who owns who owns what. Like, it honestly doesn't matter to that extent.
Yeah.
Like, unless they both get to the Champions League final and then you tell one to lay down their sword and then City gets an extra Champions League for free. Like, I ain't having that. But
well, they don't get to the free. They have to get to the final as well.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, it's never going to happen. I'm just saying, if they went to the final, one of the owners going to say, hey, lay down your weapons and let City win. Like, I don't want that.
Do you know why it won't happen?
I'll take an issue with.
I'll tell you why it won't happen.
It will never happen, of course not.
The PFA won't let it happen. They will say you are not allowed to persecute a player that plays for one of these clubs. You do this, you then persecute my player who plays at this club. It wouldn't go through. You'd sue. A player could actually sue. They could say it's
loss of earnings.
It's not equal opportunities.
What if you had like a qualifying for Champions League bonus or whatever?
Yeah, for sure. And then players then sue the club because they got in. Not the players' fault they didn't get through. It's actually the club's fault. And then you've not got your Champions League revenue. And look, much stranger things have been taken to court and settled just in case. So it wouldn't happen from a player point of view. And to me, I totally fucking agree with you, mate. If you get in, you stay in. It's not like there's an infinite number of players, right? Football players that just get made in a factory. There's a finite amount of players. So, yeah, you might have 40 very good players, but another team might have 5 very good and do better than you. Like, I really don't. Until a situation gets fucked up, like one team takes a tactical dive of some sort. I can't even think in my head what the situation could be, or an associate member club beats a team last game of the week, and that game week, that means they go out and then both of those teams go through and someone sees their arse. I just can't see.
Yeah. I think that's the one. Like last round of league fixtures, you've got like a Man City at the top and a Girona looking like they're going to get knocked out. and Girona go and beat Man City 4-1 or something like that.
Yeah, then we question. Well, hey, wait a minute. At City's ground as well.
Yeah, but then you're just kicking him out. You're kicking him out your group just because they pissed you off. so they're no longer in the group anymore. So
hey, you said 2-1, not 4-1.
Man City have left the chat.
Not even that. Man City have removed Girona from.
Removed you from the chat. Yeah. Why can't I see Man City's profile picture?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, man.
I don't think City would dare remove anyone from the group if they've had inner knowledge of transactions.
Yeah, anyone who's got dirt on them.
You sure you want to remove me from the group? Are you sure? With all this information that I have, are you sure? There's no way. Oh gosh, yeah.
To be fair, if Man United and Brentford were related party owners or whatever the hell you call it, I'd be asking questions tonight because Jesus Christ, some of these chances are bad.
It's like Space Jam, when they fucking just lose all the talent.
You know what the weird thing is though? Outside of his finishing, Igor Thiago's actually played quite well.
Yeah, it's just that he needs to finish as a striker, isn't it? Really, sadly.
He's saving them all for the weekend, isn't he?
I prefer if he had a stinker and scored, but
turns out he's a Tottenham supporter. He's saving it all for next weekend.
Also, this is going to be a very rare thing for me to say. Kobe Mainoo's played really well tonight.
I think he's played well for a while now. England squad as well.
I think he's played well for a while. Well, I don't know. I've seen Foden has fallen off a cliff, hasn't he? I know everyone's been saying it for weeks and months, but I've seen loads of City fans that I half know or whatever, loads of stuff on Twitter is City fans like is there actually, actually caring for him? He's been there for so long. Like, is there something genuinely fucking wrong? Because it looks, and they're all a bit like actually, because Foden actually likes playing for England. And basically saying if he doesn't get picked, he is going to be
devastated.
Yeah. If he doesn't get picked, I don't think we should all be like, oh shit, you didn't pick Foden.
Absolutely. I'm not suggesting that.
Foden out. Yeah.
I think they're saying if he doesn't get picked, Samir, they're worried for his well-being.
What about everyone else that doesn't fucking get picked?
No, I agree. But like you can see, he's just
having the season of his life.
You can see he's just had he's just
he's just shit. Let's be real, he's just shit. He's just had a shit season. I'm sorry. He's just had every time Pep has tried, he's failed. So hold the bench, and that's what happens to players. I don't think we need to look any deeper than that. He's just terrible.
Well, I think the difference that the City fans were saying is that he's having a shit season, but actually it looks kind of clear that he actually doesn't seem to know where he fits in.
I didn't hear this last season. I'll be real. I didn't hear this last season. I heard this the season before. And then obviously when he had a good season the year before that, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, true.
Before that, it's a mental thing. It keeps happening every time he's off form. Oh, is there something going on? So what? He had nothing going on last season, and then the season before that he had stuff going on, and he didn't have anything going on the season before that when he had a good season. It's just he's shit.
He just needs to time it. International tournament season.
No, he's horrible.
Have a stormer. Then as soon as
he's horrible for England. I think I'd bench him. Just bench him. It's even worse. The fact that he's having a shit season with City. I do not want him.
He's having a poor season with shit. So what? So does that mean that if Saka doesn't go, it's justified as well then?
No, that'd be stupid now.
Why would that be stupid? More minutes and contributed to less goals.
Come on, that'd be stupid now.
He played more minutes and contributed to less goals than Phil Foden.
Yeah, I don't care.
And plays as he's a forward. Foden plays in a few different positions.
There's a weird thing with Saka and Foden. I think with Saka, this is the first full season we've gone and said, you know what, Saka's not had a full great season. This is the first time we've actually.
No. Let's not change the
No, it's true though. But
let's not change the wording. If one's been shit, the other's been just as shit.
You know what? My frustration comes from the flip flopping. It's always okay. He's had a good season. Okay, he's had a bad season. Okay, he's had a good season. And we've not had that with Saka. We've not had the flip flopping. And like I said, it's always down to you know what, he's going through something mentally. When he has a bad season, and then when he has a good season, we forget about the mental stuff. And then he has a bad season, and then with Saka, it's just like, all right, this is the first time we've actually got onto him and said, listen, hey, you're actually having a shit season. But
it's been 18 months now, though, to be fair.
18? That's a bit short.
Yeah. He got one open play assist all of 2025. It's been 18 months.
Yeah,
I'd have mental issues if I was trying to get ahead of Ryan Shirky. I'd have serious mental issues.
Yeah, but it's Ryan Shirky's first season. Like, let's be in this league.
Yeah, but he's must.
Yeah, he's been good. But he had a shaky start, to be fair. He had a shaky start. Even City fans will tell you, like, they will question, like, is this guy really it? But he stepped it up. He stepped up in the last few months.
Yeah, well, if he been playing as much as other certain players, we'd be talking about him in the assists thing as well, I think. Because he's
up there, though. He's up there.
His assists are going crazy at the minute.
Yeah, he's got top 3.
All right,
so pod sponsored by Men's Mental Health. Rochdale are fucked. Phil Foden's fucked. Thiago fucked.
Fabulous. Right, next point. Chelsea, the basket case of a club that they are. This manager merry-go-round. They seem to constantly have another manager's gone. I saw Chelsea fans lauding the caretaker for getting them to the FA Cup final after one game against Leeds. Like
1-0.
What is going on with this club? Like, do you think this is just something that they've seen Abramovich doing it worked, and they think, oh yeah, let's just keep doing that because it will work, because it had once worked? Because I just can't figure it out. It makes no sense. Even the last appointment made no sense.
Yeah, these managers are horrible. Just be listening, you know what? At the same time, it's not that bad, man.
What's not that bad? They've had 3 managers again this season, have they not?
Liam Massina was, but I'm talking league position wise. Like what? Chelsea are 6. I know what they want. They want title.
Chelsea? Did you say Chelsea are 6th?
Oh, they moved to 7th now, isn't it?
Chelsea are 8th.
8th? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's because they didn't play this weekend. That's because they didn't play this weekend.
They played the same amount of games as everybody else.
Oh, that's because they played midweek as well, isn't it? Yeah. Now it's bad. I mean, when Liam Massina was there, they were 6.
All right, so we were just talking, that if Newcastle don't win a game again this season, it could get a bit tetchy. They're 6 points above us.
Yeah, but that shows where you are, isn't it? You're just that.
No, but they're 6 points above us to me.
Yeah, and you
like seriously now, 6 points above us, and we were just talking about Newcastle potentially being in a relegation battle if they don't win any games for the rest of the season.
Yeah, but
they could finish this weekend 12th.
Oh my god!
Exactly. It's bad to me. I don't think people really understand. As much as the league's very condensed,
it is very condensed.
It looks horrific because once you get to the end of the season and you say you finished 12th, you say you finished 15th.
Yeah, then you scream.
That is horrible.
Oh, then you scream. I'm telling you. I'm talking about a week ago. They were 5th, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I'm stressing it, but they were 5th, and I look at it. I'm thinking that it's shit on their behalf because obviously Chelsea really won. But it's like when we said what I said on chat. If you watched the video, back we were flying all. It's like it's not the end of the world. I was saying about Liverpool. I was like them being 4th was not the end of the world. Like for you to be screaming on slot out, it's not the end of the world. I looked at Liam Martinez. I thought, yeah, he is terrible. But I looked at Chelsea. I'm thinking league position wise, it's not the end of the freaking world. Especially now, top 5 gets you into Champions League.
Okay, so Arteta goes. Yeah, new guy comes in. This time next season, you're sitting in 8th. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sitting in 8th, and you're
10
points off 4th.
10 points off 5th.
Yeah, 10 points off 5th, and then a further 15 points off top. So that's 25 points off the top of the league. At this point, next season, and you saying it's not that bad, it's not the end of the world.
So put it into further context. You are closer to Forest. No, serious. You are a point closer to Forest than you are closer to 5th place in the league.
Yeah.
That's how bad. Because I am shocked how bad it is.
I'm just looking at giving managers a freaking chance. Like, I'm just like,
well, he didn't have the players that did he? You could.
He didn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't his players. Yeah, but that's the thing.
What I'm saying. It's like it's a Chelsea problem, isn't it?
It is a Chelsea problem, and that's what I mean. So give it to the end of the season. Give him to the summer. See what he does in the summer. If he gets to about September,
Samir, this is Chelsea who are sacked in 8th. Yeah. If they let it run to the end of the season, yeah, and he lost to Leeds in the FA Cup semi-final, and then he went and bombed the rest of the season, and they finished 10th and got no Euro. That is catastrophic.
All right,
for Chelsea FC.
How you sacked him? Are you going to tell me the next manager is going to save that?
Well, the next manager's already got him into the FA Cup final.
Because he just got it. He just got it. Like we said, it was 1-0, 21st minute goal. Let's be real, it wasn't that serious.
Samir, you're saying, the position's not that bad. You have to look. I know you like looking at the team and the supporters and go, well, it's not that bad. You have to look at the club and the absolute shitstorm they're in.
Which I understand, but I'm just looking at.
Because they leverage on, like, everything they do is leveraged on future earnings. So they spunk all this money, assuming they'll have Champions League football. Apparently, this company that bought them, Blueco, they bought it on the proviso that they could renovate Stamford Bridge to get more people in and more money. And that they've done it thinking they'd get that. And they haven't even got planning permission. So the longer that goes, the more their investments getting worse and worse. Like that, this is catastrophic, and it's not even just football wise. Like, yeah, and Mitch released a short earlier on YouTube, and it's gone on Twitter about that fine with the players. The fine from years ago when they done the auditing. It's just one thing after for another, and it's just horrendous. And they got to stop hemorrhaging money. They have to get in the Champions League because they're just hemorrhaging it left, right, and centre.
I agree with what you're saying, but like I'm looking at even I said this when Nuno arrived. This is not his team. You can't go and come into a team you didn't have from the summer and go, all right, I want you to fix this. Even though the manager before put you in a situation like the Tottenham situation, like the manager before him that was here at the start of the season has put you in this certain situation. How the hell are you meant to? I get you're meant to be a good enough manager.
I would counteract that with that. That's the correct football decision, Samir. That's correct. That's the correct thought process in a football club. Chelsea is no longer a football club. Are they?
But then you're also thinking about this 290s and early 2000s.
No, it's not even that.
No, because football clubs now are set up in a certain way that you're the head coach. You get given players. Unless their director of football has changed, he's going to be given similar players to what he's already got. So he has to make it work.
But I am appalled by Chelsea, though. Chelsea is probably one of the reasons why I distance myself from Premier League even more and more. Like seeing their squad against Leeds, and I know I've said it before, and I honestly would not recognise half their team, if not more, if they walk past me. Like I honestly, I would lose football quiz questions to Chelsea fans for the rest of time because they could just bring. I'd be like, oh yeah, he had 67 appearances over 3 seasons. I'm like, who? Like what? Well, he's never been in my fantasy football team, mate. So that just shows how shit he is. Because I have every motherfucker in there. It's like a fucking Royal Rumble, my team. Everyone gets to go. Like Bonnie Blue, mate. Click that. There you go. But the team, but they're all just shit. They're all just so shit. And
so how do we spin around? How do we spin around that? And we were saying this before Liam Mousinho. So how do we spin around and say because of Liam Mousinho, this team is shit? They're not even. They're exactly the same as they were before him.
But I think we're almost all kind of making the same point.
I think
In
so
all
too. I
honesty,
do think so
the
too.
one thing I would say though is that like Liverpool fans this season have talking about slot, but they are also slating the players, saying like they've just not been good enough. They've been shit. They've been the shit. But I don't see Chelsea fans saying
The team
like
shit. Yeah.
it's well, not so much that they're shit, just about their attitude. Like just they don't seem to be like this. Like basically, Chelsea's mess is not all Rosenior, and it's quite obvious how it's not all Rosenior because has he signed a single one of them?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So the answer is no. So it cannot all possibly it's impossible for it to all be him. Like it's just not possible for it to all be him. So I just don't get how. And I would say is that I feel the media have really not helped him at all. I think he's been getting.
He was slated as soon as he walked in, weren't he? He was getting slated.
He came with arrogance though, which I liked. I personally feel a lot of managers should come in and do that. He came with certain arrogance, like I deserve to be here, and this is my time. And I think it was a bit too early for that. And I think a lot of people read into that kind of arrogance. Like I think even against us, he was going to one of our players, like don't train on our side, don't train on our side of the pitch, train on that side. And I liked it personally. I thought a lot of managers don't really come with that. But like even in press conferences and the whole Fernandes stuff, banning him for 2 games because he said he wants to go to Real Madrid. Like what's that all about? That type of arrogance was too much early on, like way too much early on for me personally. And I think a lot of the media are ready to that, and that's why they attack.
But if you think about it, right, you know, with them players that you're going into, because obviously he knows what they are. He'll know better than any of us what they're like, even though we'd have a very damn good shout at guessing what it is. But he must have known if I don't go in here showing I'm King Dick the way they are, they've got no direction. They play like they've got no direction, but they're not good enough just to be absolutely random every game. Like he must have known I've got to do this or I've got no chance if I don't try and show some authority. And then he's obviously met with them and gone, I'm going to have to change my tact here and just be seen as like a protector for them.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they've got much going on in
Didn't he start off well, though? I'm sure it's that first 10 games he's...
I think he got 5 out of 6.
The last 6, though. The last 5-6. But he started off, like, I think it was like first 10 games or something, and he was actually doing well. So we're talking about the last 5 games. Granted, they didn't score.
It's 10. I think they've won twice in 10 or something like that before the weekend.
He's gotta go.
But he was slated. He was slated before he walked in the door. I think what he tried doing was like, you know, when Mourinho used to take the pressure off.
Yeah, I think he was trying to do something like that.
He tried being too smart about it. He just looked like a bit of a knob. But he was just another cause of he was like another person falling out from the Chelsea mess.
That's the thing, though. I think like I said, Mitch, when we went last Saturday, it's almost like, all right, you're doing this, so who do you replace it with? Who do you replace Slot with? Who do you replace Liam Messina with? It's like you've got...
Liam Messina can't be put in that conversation, man. Liam Messina hasn't done anything to say who do you replace him with.
I get it, but if this guy ain't working, you're going to have to go lower. You can't go any higher.
You know what? Chelsea kind of need what Carrick's done at Man United. They need someone who's been there, seen it, done it, and actually have... Like, he doesn't have to be a tactical genius, just someone who the players will respect or at least
like Frank Lampard.
No, Frank Lampard's too smart to do it. Even John Terry distanced.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want that smoke. He said,
I think we all know why John Terry doesn't want to go back.
Oh, yeah. He don't want that limelight.
Why? What would you suggest, James Mitchell? Or is this
too many shadows in West London these days, and he's not.
He doesn't want any of that. He don't want that.
Yeah, why has Cole Powell been made captain?
don't know. Yeah, Chelsea's. Yeah, they're one of them teams, innit? You just never know, man. I don't know what's next for them in terms of management. I don't know what because the Liam Rossinho appointment felt like a Michael Carrick. It felt like a Mikel Arteta for me, where like let's take our time with this guy instead of.
Well, I agree. I do agree with that. I do agree that it felt because it wasn't the easiest. It wasn't. Sorry, I wouldn't say easiest. I wouldn't have described it as the most obvious.
Hell no.
Managerial choice for them to go for.
Yeah.
So it did feel like they were going to do that, but then in hindsight, I feel stupid for thinking that because it's just not them, is it? So why did they ever think?
Exactly. I agree with that. I agree with that completely.
Yeah, but it's different though because Carrick's come in as the caretaker to get the vibe up, get Man United to the end of the season. He didn't get a contract beyond that. He may now get it because obviously they're going to get Champions League, so that might change. Whereas Arteta was brought in off the back of, like, as much as he wasn't a manager before, he had been at Chelsea previously. I mean, at Arsenal previously as a player.
Yeah.
Been working under Pep for however many numerous years. Was quite well known in the footballing world to be quite tactically astute. Whereas like this Rossinho's more like Southampton appointing Will Still. Like he's a guy that's done well-ish in France, but hasn't set the world alight. So it's a massive gamble. And you're Chelsea. Can you really afford to take a massive gamble when you're Chelsea?
Well, but they still do, though, don't they? I mean, I can't afford to do a massive gamble when I walk in the casino, but I still do. Like, Liam Rossinho, like, they just continually do seem to be making these gambles. And what made me laugh the other day, I was reading it.
God, that's going for 40 million.
I was reading the other day, right? Two things that just made me laugh about it is that Rossinho, when Rossinho was apparently at the negotiating table, they said to him, "We're not going to give you one of these daft contracts where you're going to get a big chunk of dough when you're sacked." And you've got to sit there as a man, with your agent next year, probably with an advisor and a legal advisor. And any self-respecting person then would be like, "What do you mean, sorry? Say that again. Why are we changing this now? What are we doing a different rodeo for? Like, well, because we get rid of so many managers and we pay such a big payout, we're going to eradicate that and we're going to do something different with your contract." You just be like, "Yeah, no, nah." Because he should have known in his heart of hearts. This is already a bit of a weird call because Chelsea, yes, they have a good squad, but we can all see what their squad is like. Yeah, it's pretty brittle. And then, am I right in saying that Casado's just been given a new contract?
Yes, I believe he has.
But the whole point of this Chelsea new era of contracts was that you put them on these long contracts and they don't get new contracts. Am I right?
I'm pretty sure that's the point.
Just got
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why? But I thought that the whole point, the whole business model now is that you get these players on these 6, 7, 8 year contracts and then you don't get a new contract. And then for some reason, I just seen Casari. I'm like, but why? You've had a terrible season and then you just give him a new contract.
Reward it.
But for me, that is just literally sums it up. Just sums it up that they're just making messes with contracts left, right, and centre that apparently that they've changed and we're definitely not going to change from, and then they have. But is that because Caicedo's put pressure on? Like, well, lad, what's he got? 5 years, and you like who you stepping to, Chief? You've got 5 years in your fucking contract. Yeah. But they just can't trust any of their players to not be throwing toys out the pram, can they?
No.
Yeah, they're just horrible. Like, imagine what it'd be like to be like, someone that supported Chelsea from before the 90s.
To see all these
it must be hot.
Pussies.
Like, because I think I've only ever met like 3 or 4 Chelsea supporters in my life. Like, so imagine what it must be like for them of like supporting Chelsea all their life, and then this club's like a proper shambles. Must be horrendous.
Yeah.
But the way they say Chelsea is annoying, though, isn't it? So I don't care too much about them, if I'm perfectly honest.
Nah,
I
mean, I can get over it.
And I was with my mate Abdul on a Paris metro, and they weren't too kind to him once. So, yeah, I'd say they're probably just a shit show, aren't they?
Yeah,
they are just a shit show, and I think they're actually a time bomb, aren't they? Because them players on them contracts, has any of their value increased?
No, hardly anybody. In fact, probably none of them. Not. Even the players that have performed semi-decent this season were bought for that bigger money that there's no way it could go up anyway.
So, I mean, like, has genuinely has a transfer value for a player increased in their team?
Do you know the only one would probably be like Reece James?
If it came through the
academy, and he come through the youth.
That's like saying Tosin, who they got for free, is now worth more than they bought him for.
Yeah, well, I think that's where they're at, because how many of them are like, and there's already talk of Enzo Fernandez going in the summer.
Let him go. See you later. The guy's no interest in it, and I mean, it's just going for the team. Shalaba, James, Kukurea, Gusto, Fofana, Achiripong, Tosin, Hato, Badiashi, Sarr, Colwill. That's the fucking defense. Enzo, Neto, Palmer, or Aish, Casado, Estevao. Estevao's probably the only one, isn't it?
Estevao. Pedro's had a good season, but they bought him for a bit, didn't they?
They bought him for silly money. They're not going to get any more than what they bought him for, still.
No, probably.
I mean, Garnacho sums it all up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It sums it all up, Garnacho.
That's a great strike from Brentford.
Freaking time as well.
Oh, lovely goal.
My man's just gone, let's just fucking ping it from 25.
Yeah.
The rest of you are rubbish at shooting, so I'm going to have a goal from it.
Brazil call up. Watch this.
Chelsea have just put in a bid for
him. Mate, but it's not. But that isn't. It's just not crazy. You know, Lavia. Sorry, has never finished a game for Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, never played 90 minutes.
But they told that stat as it was going off on 61, like it was normal.
Yeah,
I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. They're not even feeling graft, are they? They're not even feeling like pain or anything. Like, do you imagine they do the bleep test and they just go, "Oh, all right, I'm struggling a bit now." Be like, just drop out then.
Yeah,
it's fine. Just drop out if you want. It's fine. It's like, someone goes, "Oh, I don't want to wear my weights to run with today," and they're like, "Oh, don't bother then. Don't run with the weights because it's obviously harder, isn't it? So just take the weights off and then do the same length of running." But that's what it feels like, doesn't it? Like, almost stuff that's so laughable that actually it wouldn't surprise me if they're just like, "Well, yeah, just don't worry about it. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Triathlon. Well, just get on the bike. Do a swim if you want. Get on the bike. Don't worry about the run." Yeah. Or just do that fucking skiing and shooting when they're doing the Winter Olympics. That's fucking even easier, isn't it?
That looks class, though, to be fair. I think that's just
it does. Yeah, but then someone will do the knee and it'll be like, well, yeah, actually we didn't put in their contracts they couldn't do winter sports, and you'd be like, right, I go Zante, and I get my fucking holiday insurance. It will say do not do water sports,
Yeah.
Unfortunately for that hotel, I do. You know what I'm saying? But but that's what it says, doesn't it? Like, and I just, just the stuff that I'd just love to be like I'd love to work in a legal department. I'd just love to know that. I bet they just get away with it. I bet the whole club just feels like it's a joke, doesn't it? Like,
you reckon they train? I reckon they just say, "Gaffer, we fancy doing crossfire."
That's what I'm saying. But it wouldn't shock me if that's what I'm saying. That it really wouldn't shock me. Like it wouldn't shock you, would it, if they actually said like, you know, we don't work on tactics. You're like, well, yeah, no fucking shit. Like, yes.
The thing is, though, the sessions are laid on, but they're just on the pitch next door. All the sessions are there, everything. They've got the best fitness coaches, everything you need.
Sir.
I
forgot my kit, sir. Sorry.
Playing the biggest game you've ever seen of Wembley doubles. 70 players all in. Oh, ridiculous.
Yeah. There's just Rosenior and a couple of the key youth team players doing a tactic session.
Oh, mate. Well, it won't be Rosenior now, will it?
Probably still be, though. Probably will be. That's the thing. You probably maybe. That is
just
a chance.
Rocks up. Yeah, be like, you're fired. Am I, though? I fancy coming back tomorrow. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it.
The pass still works.
I left my coffee cup in the drawer, so while I was here, I thought I'd get the kit on.
Put one more session just for the old times. Why not? Let's do it. Where do you think Rosenior goes from here, though? Do you think there's an avenue even
I'd go on a fucking wicked holiday. I'd go on a wicked holiday with all that money. I'd find out where Jack goes in Xantas.
But clearly, from the way he talks and the way he is, he actually wants to be good at being a football manager. So it's like he'd want to get back into it.
Do you reckon he'd go back to... I mean, I thought he'd done really well with Hull when he was in the Champo, but I think maybe he'll have all this Chelsea stigma stuck with him, where if he was to manage straight away in England again. So maybe he'll go abroad.
Yeah, maybe.
He was respected in France. He was doing pretty well with Strasbourg.
Yeah, get yourself out to Nice, lad. Get yourself out to fucking the Côte d'Azur.
Samir, I think you're on mute. We haven't been able to hear you for like ages. I've only just clocked on that you was actually trying to speak, to be honest.
Oh, I bet he was coming up with some gold, wasn't
he? He's just dropped the best 16 bar you've ever heard.
Damn it! Yeah, damn it! Yeah, I was saying a lot.
I see Neil he went clip that.
To be fair, I didn't really. I was just agreeing with what you were saying. I was just agreeing.
Pricks ain't even regarded that I'm moving my mouth.
Oh, brilliant.
I was just agreeing with what you were saying.
That's kind. You should have spoken up sooner.
We've been speaking about this shit to you for so long. I'm so glad I was on mute, man. Because damn, we've spent hours speaking about this trash team, and it's like, I've had enough of it.
Okay, well, we've got about 10 minutes left, Samir. So, if you don't want to speak about Chelsea, tell me, are you Arsenal winning the league? We're a week further on. City didn't play. Well, City played Burnley midweek, and you won against us. City got game in hand. There's a 3-point gap, 1 goal difference.
You know what I like? I like that. Well, we've got Fulham on Saturday.
Yeah.
And if we win that, that's 6 points, but they have 2 games in hand. But that kind of like still put pressure on them because they're playing after, innit? I think
they play Everton Monday. Is it Monday?
Monday, Everton away.
That's not easy.
So it's one of them ones, isn't it? We could potentially be 6 points ahead. So this title race is going to be the most unpredictable title race that we've seen in a long time. Because I've seen Man City win it by now, and I've seen Liverpool win it by now. It's just like, it might go down to the end of the season. So as like I said before, man, if a month ago I would have been all over it, like, we won, but they've not given me a reason to think, you know what, maybe we will win this. It's just one of them ones, man. We're going to have to crawl our way all the way there, man. It's not going to be easy at all. Unpredictable results.
As an extension, boys, just to say, would you rather have the games in hand or the points on the board?
Points on the board.
I hate game in hand
for 25 years.
I hate game in hand. You know who our game in hand was against DC? We had Wolves. That was pretty much our game in hand. And we fucked that up. I think every game in hand we've had in the past, we fucked it up. We've never had a good, like, you know what? We've got a game in hand and anything has come from it. Like, every time Like it's just it's. I don't think it's great to have game in hand. Sometimes you want to be like on equal games. Yeah.
Oh, and City really laboured against Burnley.
They did,
I don't know
yeah.
if Burnley upped their game or Man City were half asleep. But
Yeah,
they
was different.
laboured. Burnley could have took a couple of chances. That would have really been
I just
enjoyable.
think Burnley played with so much freedom, knowing that they're relegated now. It's just like, you know what, it's a fucking moment. It's just like, you know what, let's try this. That their striker's awful, by the way. Oh my days, that's a Burnley player. If I would say so. If I would say so, he was awful. His touches were bad. Their striker, I forgot his name. He was through a goal like a few times. He was just so slow. And to be fair, that City centre back is pretty quick, but I see he got through a few times, and he was just like he just looked like such a Burnley type player. He just struggles.
Which one are you
What was
talking
his
about?
name? I forgot his name.
The blonde
head, yeah, him.
The blonde head player.
I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name.
It's not actually.
What, Zion Fleming?
Fleming, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He had a few. They had a few opportunities where they were through a goal, and
If I was an Arsenal supporter, that game would have given me confidence.
it did until the final result. It was 1-0 to Man City.
Your game against Burnley. That's when you're going to have to fill your boots in it.
Yeah,
you've got the biggest fill your boots game out of the City.
Yeah, but you know what? The scary thing is, this thing could come down to goal difference. And I'm looking at that Newcastle game. Newcastle are in bad form. I wanted us to really give them a 3 or 4 at least. But
you know
what, Newcastle.
Fucking hell, Mitch is right next to you, and you cut him off.
You agree with it? Like, they weren't bad.
You wanted to, but in the end, you was lucky to come away with a win.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's going to happen.
You went into the game thinking, you know what? Based on goal difference, I do not want to go through that Man United and Man City end of the season thing again with Aguero. I do not want that. So you need to absolutely batter these teams now on goal difference, because that's what it could come down to. Us in City,
like Palace away, your last game of the season. Do you want to be playing open against a team like, especially if it's not natural to you? I think it will. I think it will come down to goal difference. I think it will come down to goal difference, and I think you have the opportunity in the Burnley game. City don't have a game like that.
Absolutely. But that's the thing, though, with these relegation teams. They're playing with so much freedom. They're playing with so much grit now. All of a sudden, it's just like,
yeah. But would you rather have Burnley at home or Bournemouth away?
Oh, Burnley at home.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but at the same time, we face Burnley.
Get the win and get out of there.
Yeah, 100%. But I don't know.
And some of yours are as well. What I'm saying is, you have that Burnley. City had Burnley and beat them 1-0. That was their Burnley moment. But you've still got that Burnley at home. And Scott Parker is not particularly tactical. So I think.
But we only beat them. I think we only beat them 1 or 2-0 as well. To be fair, they weren't convincing.
But in theory, if you're going to want to attack, I don't know how many different ways I can say this. You need to score, don't you? A lot.
Oh hell yeah! I've been saying for the last.
No, I know.
It's like, we need to score, but we ain't. That's the thing. Arsenal are just. I don't know what is wrong.
How many times has it been won on goal difference?
I think once, maybe. I think that might actually be that United.
It hasn't, has it? Or was it?
No, the City of Man United.
What was the points with
the QPR United one? Wasn't that goal difference?
QPR.
Where wasn't the Aguero?
The City of Man United was goal difference. Yeah.
No, that was points.
I'm sure
that was 1 point. Was it?
The closest one I can think of is maybe when Blackburn won it, because Man United drew and Blackburn. Oh no! Well, Blackburn must have won it by a point then, because Blackburn lost on the final day and Man United drew.
I don't think it has been on goal difference. I don't think the Premier League has. The English Football League may have at some point.
So it was the first year City won it. I knew it was City.
I'm sure it's goal difference.
The last and only time the Premier League's top two finished level on points and the title side of goal difference was 2012. So that was the Aguero, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was on goal difference.
Oh man,
that's what I'm saying. I do not want that. Oh hell no.
That's great work, Jack.
Jack, it was me the whole time.
If I'd just like to remind you all as well, it was the precise moment Bolton got relegated from the Premier League as well. So, actually, to the fucking second. So, yeah, I kind of remember it for other reasons. But,
we took him back. Oh, jeez. Oh, I was watching that game with United fans. Yeah, I
can imagine that. All I can imagine is Jack just nutting people because they go, "Have you seen what's just happened? Have you seen?" It's just like, fuck off.
I know.
Bolton
Stoke 2, but this is what I was like. People were like, I can't fucking believe it. And I was like, I know, mate. 2-2 away at Stoke. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, exactly. Fuck off.
Oh.
Like, honest people are like, QPR have stayed up with that, haven't they? I'm like, yes, but my club has gone down in their fucking place, mate. Like, seriously, fuck off. I had to go. I had to fucking leave town. Fucking.
Jokes. But it's going to be an interesting run-in. Arsenal still got to contend with Champions League as well, by the way. So they play midweek before they play Fulham, and then they play next week midweek as well before they play West Ham. So a lot going on. Man City have got a free run all the way through now, one game a week. Well, I think there's 1 week where there's midweek Premier League games, but pretty much one game a week. So, yeah, be interesting to see where that happens. But as always, people, thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good stuff. And also go to Fly on the Wall Perspective and check out their latest episode as well that has me and Samir on it. Some really good heated conversations, some good little tidbits of information as well. A few little jokes in there along the way. So yeah, check that out. But if not, go to the channel, check out the shorts. This will be clipped up, should start going out Thursday. And yeah, catch you guys next week.